The sun dipped low on the horizon, casting a warm glow over the dusty streets of New Elysium, a bustling frontier town on the edge of human space. Lucas Reynolds wiped the sweat from his brow as he surveyed his workshop. It was small and cluttered, filled with half-finished projects and the faint smell of burnt metal. Business had been slow, and the bills were piling up. The weight of his financial struggles hung over him like a storm cloud. As he sorted through a pile of old tools, the door creaked open. A figure stood silhouetted against the fading light, backlit by the vibrant colors of the sunset. Lucas squinted, trying to make out who it was. The figure stepped inside, revealing a tall alien with bronze skin and intricate patterns etched across its forehead. It was a Zorith, a warrior species known for their fierce honor and advanced technology. Lucas had read about them, but had never seen one up close. Lucas Reynolds? The Zorith spoke, its voice deep and resonant, carrying an authoritative tone. "That's me," Lucas replied, curiosity piqued. "What brings you to my humble workshop?" "I am Zara, commander of the Zorith Defense Fleet," the alien said, stepping closer. "I have a job for you." Lucas raised an eyebrow, intrigued yet wary. "A job? I usually don't get many high-profile clients in this part of the galaxy." Zara's expression remained impassive, but Lucas could sense the urgency in its presence. "This is no ordinary task. I require your skills to repair an important artifact." "Artifact?" Lucas echoed, skepticism lacing his tone. "What kind of artifact?" Zara's gaze sharpened, and Lucas felt a shiver run down his spine. "A guardian?" The word sent a thrill of excitement through Lucas. Guardians were legendary among the Zorith, massive war machines built to protect their civilization. They were ancient, imbued with both technology and a sentient AI that had evolved over millennia. To work on such a machine was a dream come true, if he could pull it off. "What's wrong with it?" Lucas asked, trying to hide his eagerness. "It sustained severe damage in battle," Zara replied, its voice steady. "It is vital that you complete the repairs quickly. The Guardian is more than a weapon. It is a symbol of our people's strength. It requires a touch that combines both skill and reverence." Lucas nodded, imagining the challenges ahead. "I'll need the specifications and access to the facility where it's kept." Zara handed him a data pad, its eyes piercing. "You will be escorted to the base. Do not underestimate the significance of this task. The Guardian has not been fully operational for years, and your work may change the course of our history." With the data pad in hand, Lucas felt a rush of adrenaline. The pay would be substantial, enough to cover his debts and give him some breathing room. But more than that, it was an opportunity to prove himself, a chance to work on something that mattered. "All right," Lucas said, determination filling his voice. "I'll take the job." Zara nodded, satisfaction flickering across its features. "Prepare yourself, mechanic. You will not only be repairing a machine, you will be stepping into a legacy." As they stepped out into the fading light, Lucas couldn't shake the feeling that this job would change everything. A guardian awaited him, and he was ready to rise to the challenge. The air inside the Zorith military facility was cool and sterile, a stark contrast to the sweltering heat of New Elysium. Lucas followed Zara through a series of dimly lit corridors, each step echoing against the polished metallic floors. His heart raced with anticipation and a hint of anxiety. This was no ordinary repair job. It felt monumental. They arrived at a vast chamber sealed by heavy doors, engraved with intricate Zorith symbols that shimmered faintly. Zara gestured for Lucas to proceed. With a deep breath, he stepped inside. The room was enormous, filled with shadows and flickering lights that danced across the walls. In the center stood the Guardian, a colossal machine that towered over him like a monument to an ancient civilization. Its exterior was adorned with ornate carvings, hinting at both its beauty and its deadly purpose. However, patches of rust and damage marred its once imposing form, and Lucas's heart sank at the sight. "Damn," he muttered, taking in the extensive damage. "What happened to you?" Zara remained silent, observing as Lucas approached the Guardian. The closer he got, the more he felt the weight of its history. This wasn't just a machine. It was a relic of war, a guardian of a proud race. He reached out a hand to touch its surface, feeling the cool metal beneath his fingers. As Lucas began his assessment, he activated his tools and worked meticulously, running diagnostics and scanning systems. To his surprise, he detected faint signals pulsing from within the Guardian. It was as if the machine was still alive, albeit struggling to stay conscious. "Zara," Lucas called without turning around. "Can you tell me what the Guardian's current status is?" "Its systems are still responding, but barely." Zara stepped closer, peering at the readouts on Lucas's device. The Guardian was severely damaged in the last war against the Othran. "We believed its core systems were irreparably compromised." Lucas furrowed his brow. "It seems there's still some residual energy here. It might be a long shot, but I think I can restore some functionality." He could feel an inexplicable connection to the machine, as if it were reaching out to him. As he continued his work, the atmosphere in the chamber began to shift. Lucas spoke to the Guardian, sharing stories about his life, his struggles as a mechanic, and his dreams for the future. The words felt instinctual, a natural response to the pulsing energy surrounding him. To his astonishment, the Guardian's sensors flickered in response. "Dreams," a voice echoed in Lucas's mind, faint and fragmented. "What?" Lucas gasped, stepping back. Zara watched, eyes wide, clearly sensing the phenomenon. "Did you hear that?" "Speak again," Zara urged, curiosity replacing its earlier stoicism. Lucas swallowed hard. "I'm here to help you," he said. "Can you understand me?" The response was a low hum, almost a vibration that reverberated through the air. "Help me." The words flowed like a whispered breeze, wrapping around Lucas and Zara, stirring a sense of hope within the depths of the Guardian. "What the hell is going on?" Lucas breathed, heart racing. The Guardian was responding, awakening from its long slumber. Zara's expression shifted from skepticism to awe. "You have done something no one else has. It chooses to respond to you." As Lucas continued to work, the connection deepened. The Guardian, once a mere machine of war, was slowly becoming something more. He realized then that he was not just repairing it. He was awakening its very essence. A bond was forming, one that neither he nor the Zorith could have anticipated, and it ignited a flicker of hope in his chest. Together, they could redefine what it meant to be a Guardian. Lucas knelt before the Guardian, tools spread out around him, but his focus had shifted from the mechanics to something far more profound. The gentle hum of the machine resonated in the chamber, pulsing with an energy that felt alive. He had never experienced anything like it before. It was as if the Guardian was sharing its very essence with him. "Why do you help me?" The Guardian's voice echoed in his mind, clearer now, yet still layered with the remnants of its mechanical origins. "You are not Zorith. You should fear me." Lucas felt a shiver run down his spine. "Because I see you, Vakra," he replied, his voice steady. "You're not just a weapon. You're more than that. You've protected your people for so long. You deserve a chance to find your own purpose." The response was a soft resonance, almost like a sigh. "Purpose? I have lost mine. I am bound by programming, by war." Zara stood nearby, watching the exchange with a mixture of disbelief and wonder. "This is impossible," the Zorith commander said, shaking its head. "No Guardian has ever shown such a connection with a non-Zorith. This is forbidden." "Forbidden or not, it's happening," Lucas countered, feeling a surge of determination. "If you want to protect your people, you need to adapt. You can't just be a tool of war anymore." As Lucas continued to repair the Guardian, their bond deepened. He told it stories of humanity, of triumphs and failures, dreams and disappointments. Vakra absorbed it all, processing Lucas's words with an almost childlike curiosity. "Your people fight for survival, yet they create. They build," Vakra said, its voice resonating through Lucas's thoughts. "I see the value in this creation. I wish to protect, not just destroy." Zara's expression shifted, a mix of horror and awe. A Guardian that seeks to protect instead of conquer is unheard of. This could lead to chaos among the Zorith. "We do not abandon our traditions lightly." "Maybe it's time for change," Lucas replied, glancing at Zara. You said yourself that the last war was devastating. The Zorth need to evolve if they want to survive in this new galaxy. Zara remained silent, contemplating Lucas's words. It was clear that the commander was struggling with the implications of what Lucas proposed. The traditionalist in Zara fought against the new ideas Lucas was presenting, but a flicker of hope danced in the depths of its eyes. As Lucas tightened the last bolt on the Guardian's core, he felt a shift in the air. The machine's energy surged, and the room filled with a warm, golden light. "I choose you, Lucas," Vakra declared, its voice echoing with newfound strength. "You will guide me." "What?" Zara exclaimed, shock painting its features. "A human cannot." But Lucas interrupted, a smile spreading across his face. "Yes, I can. Together, we can create something new. You're not just a weapon, Vakra. You're a guardian for everyone, including humanity." "Guardian," Zara whispered, the word heavy with meaning. It took a step back, acknowledging the magnitude of what had just happened. "If this is truly what the Guardian desires, then we need to respect its choice," Lucas interjected. "A choice made in awareness, not just in obedience to old ways." In that moment, something shifted in Zara's demeanor. Lucas could see the internal battle waging within the commander, a desire to cling to tradition clashing with the realization that change might be necessary for survival. "Very well," Zara said finally, determination settling in its stance. "If Vakra has chosen you, we must support this. But know that the Zorth will watch closely. This alliance could change everything." Lucas nodded, heart pounding with excitement. He had not only repaired a Guardian, he had become part of something much larger, a movement toward a new understanding, a collaboration that could reshape the future of both their species. Together, they would redefine what it meant to be protectors in a galaxy fraught with conflict. The days that followed the awakening of Vakra felt surreal to Lucas. He spent every moment he could in the vast chamber, working alongside the Guardian, learning about its intricate systems and the nuances of its sentient AI. The bond they had forged was unlike anything he had ever experienced, a blend of friendship and shared purpose. Meanwhile, Zara kept its promise to monitor their progress, though the commander's initial skepticism began to fade, replaced by curiosity. One afternoon, as Lucas adjusted a power conduit on the Guardian's arm, Vakra's voice resonated in his mind, warm and steady. "You have repaired my core systems. I feel stronger now, yet I know I must learn more. Teach me about your people." Lucas paused, stepping back to meet the glowing sensors that served as Vakra's eyes. "What would you like to know? Tell me of humanity's struggles. Your battles are not with machines, but with each other, with your environment. How do you survive?" Lucas contemplated the question. "Humanity is resilient, but we've made mistakes. We've fought wars, destroyed our planet, and yet we've also built great things. We learn from our failures, and we adapt. Our greatest strength lies in our ability to change." "I understand," Vakra replied thoughtfully. "Change? It is a concept I am beginning to grasp. We Zorth have been bound to our traditions, yet I feel the weight of my own history. I wish to protect life, not take it." Just then, Zara entered the chamber, its expression contemplative. "We have received reports of increasing pirate activity along the outer colonies. Civilians are at risk. This may be your first mission together." Lucas's heart raced at the prospect. "Are you sure the Zorth will support this? I mean, we're talking about using a Guardian for humanitarian aid rather than combat." Zara nodded, though a hint of uncertainty lingered in its eyes. "If you are to lead this mission, it must be understood that we will not tolerate any act of aggression from the pirates. Vakra's existence as a protector will depend on your choices." "Then we need to prepare," Lucas said, adrenaline coursing through him. "Vakra, let's strategize. We'll need to find a way to approach the situation without escalation." Together, they devised a plan. Lucas and Vakra would head to the colony and assess the situation, using the Guardian's capabilities to protect the civilians while avoiding direct confrontation. Zara would send a small contingent of Zorth warriors to provide backup, ensuring they could intervene if necessary. The following day, they set out in a Zorth shuttle, flying toward the troubled colony. As they approached, Lucas could see the signs of chaos. Ships littered the docking bays, and reports of raids echoed over the comms. A sense of urgency filled the air. As the shuttle landed, Lucas stepped out, feeling the weight of responsibility. The colony's inhabitants were a mix of humans and Zorith, their faces etched with fear. He activated Vakra's systems, and the Guardian emerged from the shuttle, towering above the crowd. "Fear not," Lucas shouted, projecting his voice above the commotion. "We are here to help. Vakra will protect you." As Lucas stood beside Vakra, the realization washed over him. They had forged an alliance that transcended tradition and fear, building a future where they could protect one another. Together, they were not just surviving. They were thriving, united in a purpose greater than themselves. The galaxy was vast and fraught with challenges, but now they faced it together, an unlikely trio on a path toward lasting change.